All right, I'm here with Rick German, who is both the CTO and CEO of Stoneware. Rick, how are you doing?
Doing great. How are you doing today?
Fine, thanks. So, can you tell me a little bit about? Well, first, what is Stoneware? What do you all do?
Stoneware, we develop and sell private cloud computing software. Allows you to build a private cloud within your own data center. You can plug in your own Windows, web, and hosted-based applications in that private cloud. Deliver those out through a virtual web desktop to anybody who can access the private cloud with either a web browser, whether it's IE, Firefox, Safari, or Opera.
Oh wow, even Opera you support.
Even Opera, even Chrome.
Oh wow, very good. So now, who are the targets that you would say, the type of corporation or organization that you usually work with? I think you're doing something with Dell in the education space. Is that correct?
We do quite a bit with Dell inside of the education space, both the K-12, higher education. Usually for us, organizations that fit in terms of using our product, or organizations that see themselves moving over the next 3 years to web-based technologies. The applications that they're purchasing or developing in-house are web-based. They're deploying web-based technologies just to move things back into the data center, to get scalability, to reduce the management at the client level. Those are the companies that fit the best. It fits our virtual desktop that allows us to deliver those out. We can still plug in Windows applications, but the focus of the technology is this shift from kind of client-centric to web-centric computing.
And so before we started this, you were saying you've been around for about 10 years?
Correct.
And how is the recent advent of cloud, because a lot of people, sounds like yourself, have been doing things like this. How has the advent of cloud either helped you or hurt you with what you've been doing?
I think the advent of cloud has helped us. I think it has allowed people to think in terms of more in a web-based orientation. I think it really defines the trend that we're seeing within the industry, which is really the concept of moving to the data center, that the applications and the data are moving off the client device, moving back into the data center. That allows us to redefine what the client's going to look like. It allows us to redefine how we deliver services and applications. It allows us to even redefine the desktop itself. And so it's been very helpful.
And so you talked about private cloud. Do you have any hybrid models, or are you planning on hybrid? In other words, connecting to a public cloud either for bursting or for certain applications?
As part of the private cloud model, you have to have a hybrid or a public cloud strategy. We think a lot of organizations will start with the private cloud. They're more comfortable with the services, the applications, their data being local in their own data center where they maintain control. But what they see are applications and services that they'd like to incorporate that may be delivered out of the public cloud. So a good example would be Salesforce. And so the question becomes is, how do I plug those public cloud applications or services in with what I'm doing within my own data center? And so we provide a lot of the technology that ties that together, so that as far as my users are concerned, they really don't care if they won't know, and nor do they care if the application was hosted from the IT staff internally in their own data center, or if it came from a public cloud provider. They get a single unified interface, and they really don't know where the application is hosted. Our technology ties that together and allows kind of the ability to lay the foundation to start making the move from private to public, or to live really in kind of with one foot in each world, where I'm really going to be kind of in a hybrid model. Maybe I'll evolve that to where I spin off after I hit certain levels of needing resources. I can go ahead and get additional resources or cycles out of the public cloud as well, not just applications, but maybe actually additional processing, additional storage. So a lot of different ways that you can integrate and blend in the public cloud.
So do you provide the software and services, or do you have consultants who go in and help people with this as well, or is it mainly a software play?
We provide the software through partners like Dell. Dell will go out and as well deliver the services, the implementation for us as a part of the solution. So a combination, usually working with partners.
And do you have, for the private cloud, do you have metering and monitoring and pay-per-use models for these at this point?
We do have some monitoring within the private cloud infrastructure. As far as the software itself, we do have, in terms of some subscription-based licensing programs that come with that. but it's not based on metering of usage within the private cloud.
And so, just lastly, what do you see in the upcoming year, or what are some of the features to Stoneware you'd like to see added, or things that you're looking to bring in?
You know, in the upcoming year, what you'll see is a lot more work with the integration of the public cloud, specifically around probably separation of application from data. I think is probably one of the most important pieces to get accomplished if we want to have adoption of cloud technology move at a much quicker pace. If we want to sell things in the next quarter, we've got to simplify this for people. And so one of the things I think is a key to this technology and adoption from the customers, I think they're very comfortable with the application being hosted out of the public cloud. I think they're a little more hesitant to let their data move into the public cloud. If we can solve that problem so they can get the best of both worlds, I think that'll be a big step forward.
Excellent. Rick German, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.